All right, I just want to show the latest patent pending I have on the Edgertrimmer lawnmower attachment. This particular attachment will fit a zero-turn mower, or as you see it here, on a lawn tractor. These tools are identical to one another other than the fact that they're mounted differently. They both have the same power source. This is mounted on the deck. This is attached to the side of the lawnmower. This has its power disc mounted on top of the pulley belt and pulley. This has its power disc mounted on top of the blade. Has the same flexible drive, the same everything. Nothing at all any different to it. They're identical pretty much as far as that goes. The only thing that varies is the way they're attached and some of the function. The function on this one, to raise and lower it, you do it from out here. You raise it up or down depending upon how you want it. Of course, it's stiff because I never move it. All right, this one moves up and down by use of a screw that raises the unit up and down. The hand control I mounted over here on the deck so you can push it with your foot. And like I said before, the units are basically the same. The only thing varies would be the way they're mounted. So this is the first prototype, as I said earlier. It's been in operation for 6 years. That's the one behind me on the lawnmower. The only changes I made into that tool in those 6 years, I have had no trouble with the exception of the plastic connectors at either end of my flexible drive. I've changed those out to metal connectors. That eliminated my problem. I figured up the amount of time, well, not time, but the length of trimming and edging I did with my lawnmower, which, as I said earlier, it's the same tool you see here on the tractor. I had 333,822 feet approximately in the 6 years that it was in service, and it's still going. The way this thing is attached to the deck, I have positions for the head that vary from front to the side, edging and trimming. The location of the head allows a person to edge and trim and cut grass with one pass, the same as with my lawnmower attachment. With this one, the head is adjusted to the vertical position like this, and the string is about 1/4 to 1/2 inch behind the cutting edge of the underneath blade. This way you cut your grass, you edge, all at the same time, eliminates having to come back with a trimmer. When it comes to trimming, it's the same thing. The head's positioned here, the string is back behind the cutting edge of the blade, misses the tire, misses the deck. That way you can cut and trim your grass at the same time, eliminates coming back. I have the ability to raise and lower my cutting head from up here so I can get it as high or as low as I want. For going around circles, should be to the center of the circle on the mower, with the center of the circle on whatever you're cutting. You swing it around, and that'd be about right for trimming around a circle. You adjust it to where the string would be just to the inner edge of that cutting deck, and that way you cut your circle and you cut your grass all at the same time. It'll cut in any position you put it. It'll cut out here. That's this far from the deck. That'll work. If you want to cut something out here, for what reason I don't know, because I built this thing so you could cut and trim and edge all at one time. This would be something, you know, if you had a need to get away from the machine to trim or edge, I guess you could use it there. This thing has built-in protection. I got an articulated support mount out here. This bar has a spring within it, so if you hit it, that'll give it protection. I also have a double pivot mount in the back, which is what holds the support arm, so if you hit anything moving forward, it'll kick it out. It also works the same way from the front. So if you're trimming and you hit something, that way you're not going to damage your head. If you want to stow the thing, you just pick it up from here and put it in its cradle, and that gets it away from everybody. Now it's stowed and you can drive and go wherever you want with it.
Huh?